again. I realize I've had a lot of videos out lately. Just everything seems to be coming at once here. We've been doing our gardening. Sometimes we just think of, hey, let's make a homestead series out of this subject or that. Once again, I appreciate all your support. A little change of subject today. We went out looking for some farm equipment in case this deal ever, works out for us up north there. But anyways, well, that's fine. We thought we'd make a nice day trip of it. We've had a good time. But one thing I've noticed on the way home, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and everybody's driving like nuts. And I'm like, what the heck? I said to my wife, it's Friday, isn't it? She's like, yeah. And unlike you Southerners that probably have had this weather for months now, or at least weeks, I guess this is the first cottage trip everybody's trying. Like, right as I speak, I got this idiot. Put the camera back there for a second. He's, tailgating me on a double line. He's trying to pass me. I'm doing the speed limit. Relax. The thing is, everybody's in such a panic and a hurry to get to the cottage for the weekend. The way I look at it, driving like that, okay, is not going to get you there any quicker. He's going to pass me, maybe not, but there's a car coming. I'm driving for him, right? I'm compensating to avoid a collision here. And actually, he's backed off since he noticed the camera. He's behaving himself now. Maybe I should have a camera back there, but anyways, the way I look at it, if you're done work and you're heading to the cottage and you've got everybody loaded in for your weekend of family fun or whatever, enjoy the trip. You're on vacation. Relax. If it takes you an extra half hour in the vehicle to not get stressed out, not get angry, not risk how many accidents and close calls or incidents of road rage, you're calling that vacation. By the time you get to your place, you're going to be all worked up or you're going to be all wore out, one or the other. You can't tell me you're going to enjoy your trip. Enjoy the cottage. Just relax. Enjoy the trip. Look at the day. Look at the scenery. What is your hurry? I mean...
Harry's going over the line.
Yeah, no, he's not. Oh, whatever, But the way I look at it, too, you think about it, when you get there, you have work to do anyways for your first while. You got to set up or get things organized. I don't know if it was me, I wouldn't be in a great big hurry after work to get there to do work, to sit down. By the time you get set up, what's it going to be, 9, 10 o'clock at night? Then you're going to get up Saturday, you'll enjoy one day, and then Sunday, you're going to have a nice breakfast maybe, and then you're going to pack everything up again, and then you're going to do the exact same thing and rush on the way home. What's the hurry? You're going to work on Monday. Why are you in a hurry? I would enjoy the trip. I wouldn't leave till 10 o'clock at night. But, just people drive like that. It's just so frustrating because how many close calls, I mean, that's the way it is when you drive. You take on that responsibility, right? But I find myself driving for everybody else. I'm watching the guy behind me as much as who's coming, and when he goes to pass me, if he's not watching, and I've had this several times, I'm sure a lot of you have, and you're the one that slows down so he can get in front of you so he doesn't hit somebody. Or I've even had to pull off to the side of the road sometimes to let a guy through to avoid a collision, Sometimes I just want to catch some of these turkeys, ask them what the problem is. I don't care what they're hauling. I got precious cargo, right? So I've actually been on the back roads all day. I was on the highway, and it was just nuts. And I said to my wife, look at this. I had all these people tailgating me, trying to pass me, and, cops are doing a big blitz for seatbelts. Well, I always wear mine anyways. But I just figured, what's the point? So we pulled off, and we found this little dirt road, no man's land that gets more tractor traffic on it than anything else. It was great. Didn't see a car for what, half an hour? I enjoyed the trip then. And I went slower. I don't know. I don't think, from what I'm hearing from most of my subscribers, the comments I get, I'm thinking most of you are probably like-minded to me, that you take life at a little more pace, that you're not one of these crackerheads that, drives like that, always cutting people off. But, and I got nothing against a guy doing a bit of speeding if there's a time and a place, right? But, if someone's doing 100 kilometers an hour and an 80 on a highway, to me, as long as they're not, tailgating or passing in front, what does it matter then if it's an open road? I don't see a big deal with that. drive appropriately, you know, according to conditions, really. Like, I drive in some pretty crummy weather, too. Like, anybody can end up in a ditch. I know that, and actually, yeah, we ditched in our own driveway. That's another story, but I mean, you know. Anyways, if you're having holidays and you're driving, have fun, be safe, and if you're one of these idiots that drive like that, you know, get off the road, man, grow up. Enjoy your holiday.